Hello Flosstube friends, it is July 30th, 2020, and I am here with my wrap-up video of Christmas in July and my preview for my August plans. Sorry, I did mean to do weekly updates, however, we got hit with a lot of drama and unexpected things this past month, and to be honest, I didn't do any crafts for the first 2 weeks, and then I just did what I could afterwards. So I stuck to the Christmas theme, but I did not do near as much as I had intended. Also, I am wearing my Bayern Munich jersey, and this is for one of my followers, Emily, who has recently started watching my videos and messaged me because I was talking about Germany or Bayern Munich in one of the past videos. So, Emily, I thought I would wear my Bayern Munich jersey. I know you were supposed to go to a game this year, and it sucks that you can't, but here's mine. And this is one from before Toni Kroos went to Real Madrid. So, that is probably around when my passion dwindled for the game significantly. And I've been hoping to reignite it because I did really love watching soccer. I just derive a lot of pleasure out of it. But when your favorite club goes to your enemy club, your favorite player goes to your enemy club, and then you just view it as basically the worst mistake the club has ever made because the player has continued to become one of the best in his position. It really is hard. I was too passionate about soccer, and I let it affect me personally, and so I had to pull myself back, but I have been wanting to watch again. So who knows with COVID and everything going on. But Emily, I am sorry that you don't get to go to your game because of COVID. It really sucks. So that's just why I'm wearing this jersey. It is super hot, so not my smartest decision, but it is what it is. So without further ado, I will do my updates. I did manage 3 Christmas finishes this year, and I think I can eke out a 4th. So I'm going to start with those 3 first. Also, my boxes of DMC are actually currently on the ground because I've been working a little bit on my full coverages. And it was just easier to just go there and take what I needed than to mess around with the tower boxes. So that's why those aren't behind me at present. So, first is my tiniest finish, and this is a freebie blackwork from Blackwork Journey, Elizabeth Almond, and I think it's Color Flower freebie, I think. So I'm happy to finally finish this. I had so little to do. If I have a before picture, I will stick it in. It is this design just in color. This one has a small mistake over here. I can't stop seeing it. But yeah, basically the same thing, which leaves from that year's starts during Stitch Mania. I had five blackwork starts. That leaves just 2 more. So this one is finished. I have this one, which shouldn't take so long. And this one will take forever to finish. Not because it's hard, but because it spirals out to the different colors. So, I mean, each round is just going to get bigger. And I hope I left enough space on the side. I think I counted that I did, but, you know, mistakes can be made. So, here's to hoping. And I am really happy with this. I think I am now out of start debt. I might have to finish this last one to be completely out of start debt, but because I didn't actually start anything new this month, I have been able to catch up on my 2 finishes to 1 start. So I am really happy about that because I would like to whip down. My next finish was the very first Advent animal, Katie Kitty. So basically what I had left to do was the number, the back stitching, the snowflakes, and the border. So I am really happy to have her done, and I think she just looks so cute. So 1 down, 24 more to go. I did not work on the second one like I had thought maybe I would. The back stitching took a lot longer than I was expecting, probably because I was watching, my husband and I were watching the TV show SWAT, and that's like a lot of action, and I just kept watching the TV instead of my stitching, so it's all good. My third finish was I finally finished the Nutcracker Mill Hill kit for my sister Jo. Uh-oh. I thought I had it here. Wait, no, it's in the actual package. So this is what he looks like. I made a little hanger out of the leftover beads. And here is what he looks like. You can see a lot of beads on there. And I am really happy with him. I do have the sword here, but I haven't attached it yet. I'll see what my sister wants me to do about it, because I don't know, I almost think he looks better without the sword, but it's her ornament, so yeah. And I'm super, super happy with this finish. The one that I think I'll be able to finish in these next 2 days is my hometown holiday schoolhouse. That's what it will look like when done. And here's where I'm at. So I'm really close. I need to do the snowflakes over here, finish the kids down here, and then the snow all the way across the trees here and the tree here. Which sounds like a lot of things, but when you look at them, I mean, once that big schoolhouse is done and the tree and swing set, everything else is pretty small and easy. So I think that this can be done either tonight or tomorrow. We are having a sleepover with my husband's grandchildren tomorrow, which is why I'm filming this today. So if I can finish it tonight, that would be optimal, because I don't really think I'm going to have stitching time after they get here. So I would really like to finish that tonight. Then I had, okay, this is like a mini finish, and that is I finished one part on Christmas Rules from Lizzie Kate. This is what it will look like when complete. And I finished Treasure Family. If you recall from my preview video, I'd messed up on this top border and I was having trouble figuring out what it was. Well, it turns out my problem, here we go. My problem was actually on the previous round, the previous row, where I think I'm one too far over this direction or that direction. I'm one too far over. So that's part of why I kept counting wrong. But I fixed it on this row, and so while it doesn't all perfectly align, because the border isn't straight down, you can't really tell. So I'm pretty happy with that. Happy to have finished that part, and I'd really like to Well, I don't think I can finish it by this Christmas. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 parts, so I'd basically need to finish one a week and before Christmas. To get it up, like, as a decoration for Christmas, that I would need to finish it one a week. So I don't think I'm going to push myself like that. It'll be done for next Christmas then, hopefully. But yeah. So that was a mini finish. Then I did restart 2 of my Heaven and Earth designs. One of them doesn't even have like 50 stitches in it yet, because I just restarted that last night while my husband was picking up some takeout for dinner. And that is the Nativity from Heaven and Earth Designs. So this is what I had done before. And as you may recall, I am switching basically everything over to 18 count fabric because the holes are so small to see on this. I was looking at it yesterday because I could see the holes pretty fine. And so I was trying to decide if I did want to do this, like restarting all of these. So I'm not going to throw this out or use it for ornaments or whatever yet, because I may continue on this like for myself, because this project was originally intended for my mom, or I may do the smaller one for my mom because then it won't take up so much wall space. I don't know yet. I'm still deciding. But I did the smallest of starts over here. So, yeah. I'm hoping to maybe get a little bit more stitching on that today before putting it away for from Christmas in July. So that's why it's still in the Q-snap. Then the final, the final Christmas thing I have, but I worked on this before the Nativity, is Enchanted Snowman. I'll put a picture in here. And, so this is what I had done before when it was on 28 count. And this is what I have done now. I am trying to do, for the most part, diagonal box by box, but I do stray a little bit. I'm not being, like, religious about the diagonal. But I am really happy with that, and I like that I'm seeing more of the design doing this, as opposed to this one was cross country. So, yep, that is my stitching for the month. I did not get anywhere close to 10,000 stitches. I doubt I even reached 5,000. So, like I said, I didn't stitch at all for the first half of this month. I do have a few knitting things to show, and then I will get into the preview for August. So if you were only here for the current update of cross stitching, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day. Okay, now on to knitting. I managed to finish the cuff and work almost all the way down the leg. I have to do about 5 more rounds, which I'll probably do while editing the video. So I'm happy with this. I wanted to finish it this month, but I don't think that's gonna happen. However, it shouldn't take me very long to finish it next month, because I have some lofty sock knitting goals for next month. So, that is that update. I did work on 2 Advent projects. So the first is adventure scarf and wrap. So I did more of this orange color. It actually took me quite a bit of time to do this much. Somewhere in here I made a mistake, and I hope that I fixed it okay, that it's not going to affect other rounds, but I was really quite disappointed by my own mistake. I don't know why it's slanting so much this direction, because the stitch count isn't changing at all. So I'm hoping, well, as it goes more, it seems to be straightening out on the edge, so I'm hoping that will continue. But so I'm on day 3 of the colors for this one. The other advent that I worked on, I actually managed to finish part 1 of this project, so I did 2 more color blocks. And this is Perfect Blend from Casapinka. And let me take this. Isn't this bag so cute? I love it. So here is where I am at. I also had to fix a mistake on this one while working on it, because I was like 5 or 6 stitches off on this row. So I had to do it like on this section. Sorry, the light is blowing it out. It's a nicer pinker color anyways, but so I had to do an extra row of it and do double increases on it. So again, I hope it will block out and look fine, but I was worried that I didn't look at the next part, so I was worried that being off on the stitch count would affect the next part. So I did this color block section and this one, and so that is all 12 colors that's in this advent calendar. And so so now in future parts it's just going to be mixing the colors again. So pretty happy with that. I'm happy to have finally finished the first part, see all the colors together, and see where it goes from there. Here's the little progress keeper. So this is where I was at last time I showed you guys. So I'm just going to move that now so I don't forget. Oh, and other news I didn't tell you guys yet. I got contacts for the first time ever, which is why I'm glasses free right now. We did also order me a new pair of glasses because I hadn't gotten updated glasses in 3 years, and so my prescription was pretty out of date. So I will put in the picture I took in the store with the glasses. We just went on like Tuesday, so this is only my third day wearing contacts, and so the glasses will be in a couple of weeks, and I go back next week for an update on the contacts to make sure everything's going okay. Things are a little blurry, so my eyes are definitely still adjusting to the new prescription, so I'm hoping the prescription's right, but I mean, we'll see. So that is all of my works in progress. That's as much as I managed to do, which is not very much, unfortunately. So I'm really hoping for a nice, productive August. However, so my mom is visiting right now in America because of things. And so in like 2 weeks-ish, she's actually going to come up and stay with me for a little bit. She's been staying with my sister in Fresno, but her husband, who has been deployed, he's in the Navy since, he's been in the Navy for longer, but he's been deployed since January. Well, he's finally coming back home, and we don't know how long it's going to be until his next deployment. It might only be like a couple months. He's actually stationed up near Seattle, but because he's gonna be deployed for so long and my sister doesn't know anyone there, and she was finishing up school, her AA degree at community college down in Fresno, they decided it would be best if she stayed down in Fresno for now. But so she's going to be going up to Seattle area, the base, that's Whidbey Island or something like that, I don't know, for about a month. And so my mom is going to be like watching her dogs, but so she's going to come up and stay with me and bring the dogs, so it's going to be like dog chaos over here, which is fine. But so I don't know how much stitching time I am actually gonna get with all that going on, but I mean, hopefully some, because my mom is a crafter as well, and I'm hoping to get her on a video while she's here so she can give an update on her hexie obsession. She makes the little hexagons, quilting. She hand quilts the hexagons, and she's trying to make a bedspread, but she is being such a perfectionist about it. But that's fine, because it is definitely going to be a keepsake Afghan. But so I will hopefully be able to get her on so she can show some of her favorite hexie flowers, and maybe I'll do that like spouse tag thing, but with my mom, because honestly, my husband doesn't know any of those, because I don't really talk about specifics of my craft. So like, he wouldn't be able to say what a hate is, because I don't even talk about things like that really. I just like show him, oh look, I've almost finished this one. That's about all he knows, which, I mean, that works for our relationship. He doesn't get into details about cars, and I don't get into details about crafts, so to each their own. But anyways, so maybe I'll do that with her. But yeah, so she's gonna be coming, and they were up here actually for like a day or two in the middle of July, because my birthday is July 16th, and also I always do my grandpa's taxes, so I needed to do his taxes before the deadline. So they came up for the weekend before taxes were due, and I was able to do my grandpa's taxes and see my sister. I haven't seen her since like February, I think, and then see my mom. And so while she was here, she went through my yarns and picked out a yarn for herself, which, why would she pick the color she knows I love? Like, it's just so rude, but whatever. I love her, so I'm gonna do it. But so this is what she picked, and it's more green than showing, but it's so beautiful. But whatever, I love my mom, and this is the color, and she wasn't relenting at all. Like, no amount of guilt managed to sway her. So the colorway is called Anyone Can Be Killed. It is from Dietastic, and it's a Game of Thrones based colorway. She picked this design for her socks. They're called Magnolia socks, and I think that will be really pretty. And then while she was here, we also picked a yarn for plain vanilla socks for my dad, who just wants, well, I mean, he didn't even have any say in this, but we are guessing that he would want something just plain, like not a variegated color or anything like that. So we picked this for him, and it is another Game of Thrones one from Dietastic. It's called the Iron Throne. So then what I was actually thinking about doing, so these are the two colors, is doing the heels, toes, and cuffs for my mom with my dad's yarn, and the heels, toes, and cuffs for my dad's with my mom's yarn. And I think that that would be kind of nice and cute, whatever. So I am hoping to, because I don't know, and we don't know when my mom's going to be able to go back to Singapore, because she came here and all the rules with like quarantining and tests and all that with COVID, so we don't actually know when she'll be able to go home. And so I don't know if I'll be able to finish both pairs of socks, but I need to nip my little hands off doing these socks to maybe hopefully be able to finish them before she leaves. So if so, that is my plan with that. For my dad's, at the very least, I haven't decided yet about my mom's. I'm going to be doing 2 at a time. So instead of doing my Christmas stripy socks 2 at a time for the first time, I will be doing my dad's vanilla socks. And so I've got a 40-inch cable. The Crazy Sock Lady finally released her tutorial on 2 at a time socks on Tuesday, I think, so just a couple days ago. Or maybe it was even yesterday. But I watched the first part up through the heel. And so she casts on one sock and knits the cuff on here, and then she transfers it to double pointed needles. I'm just gonna transfer each half of the sock onto a pair of 9-inch circulars, and then she casts on the second sock onto here, and then she does the cuff, and then she transfers the other sock onto the cable, and then starts knitting 2 at a time like that. But she says it's easier to knit one cuff at a time because it's so fiddly, and so that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, so here are my plans here. I need to finish also my Slytherin sock, which hopefully won't take very long. I have, okay, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I had a crafting blog, which I barely used. Like, it's not even really fair to call it a crafting blog. But anyways, I don't think I had updated it in like 3 years or something like that. But the other night, I just was on my WordPress account for my book blog, which I was attempting to update. And then I was like, I wonder what's going on with my craft blog, and if it's actually still there and they didn't like delete it from the internet. But it was still there. And so I started looking through it, and I had like a rotation tracker from 2017 and stuff like that. And like, it really inspired me to do more goal-orientated things for my stitching. Like, I used to set goals and would try to accomplish them, and I'd cross them off as I did them. And so I kind of did that for the month of August. So if you want to see that, I will try to remember to link the blog down below. There is a post for August with my goals, which are not really doable. But, you know, they're things to keep me a little bit more focused when you have so many whips. It's just, it's nice to be a little bit more focused. So one of the things I did was I took my Whip Go board and I went through everything that had been called. This is my non-stitching Whip Go. I went through everything that had been called, and I made smaller goals for them that I will try to do for this next month. And it might be things like 250 stitches on this, or finish 2 of the presidents on my U.S. Presidents 1. I had Lantern Lane on there, so I wanted to finish the fence. Things like that. Things that feel potentially doable. So I went through all of my, because I've yet to actually finish one. Because truthfully, guys, and I know this now for next year, I made way too lofty of goals. I just, you know, you dream so big. I dream so big. And I just always think I can finish more than I can. And so next year, I will be making goals more akin to like 500 stitches on this piece or something like that. Not finish a full-size piece. Like, even if it's a smaller one than a Hate, it's only 4 pages, that's still a little big for me. So actually think more what I can accomplish in a month and less about what I can accomplish in a year if I only focused on the one thing. So that is something I definitely learned from this year's WIP Go. And there's a part of me that wants to just go through and edit all my goals. And maybe I'll do that. It feels a little bit like cheating, but if I know I'm not even going to finish any of these, I might as well kind of edit them and make it reasonable. Like 20,000 stitches on a Haid, 25,000 stitches on another Haid. What was I thinking? Why didn't you guys stop me? Just kidding. Just kidding. No one can stop the crazy. But, yeah, so that's what happened. Relating to WIP Go, Jessie Marie released the two newest drawings. And so for that, oh, wait, back to the goals on the blog. I also had some seasonal goals that I had listed. So anything that was pertaining to the summer season, I made a goal of 500 stitches. So that's about 1 day stitching. I think I had like 6 things listed there. So who knows if that would be like a week of concentrating on summer things. But who knows if I'll actually get each of those. But it would bring me closer to finishes, especially because I put the 3 summer month cottages on there. And so that would bring me closer to finishing the cottages. So, yeah. Okay, anyways, for WIP Go, the 2 stitching ones that were drawn, was Celtic Summer from Lavender and Lace. I've not yet made my goal for the August. Because it was drawn for this month, I would like to put a little bit more focus on it than the other WIP Go ones on there. So for my whole goal for her, I made it to finish all the borders, which, I mean, I don't think I can do. Maybe I will make my goal for this month to finish this border all the way down. So it's just a repeating border that goes all the way down to the bottom. Let me look on the pattern real quick. I do highlight my pattern so I can easily be able to tell you guys how many more that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 more of those repeating motifs. And I'm not doing the beading on them yet, so just 6 more of that. So I think that is pretty doable as a goal for this month. So that's Celtic Summer from Lavender and Lace. And then on top of that, maybe 500 stitches. I haven't decided how that should work yet. Kind of making it up as they go along. And then the second one that was called was Once Upon a Time Fairy Tale Shell from Heaven and Earth Design. This is one I may switch out because there's the whole controversy with Heaven and Earth Designs right now and the 0809s. And this one does have but it's only a tiny amount of 08 and 09, like 400 to 500 stitches of each of them, I believe. Hang on, let me pull up the pattern real quick. Okay, here we are. So, okay, it had, ooh, no. It has 22,686 of 09. So, I am thinking I'll probably swap this one out until she releases the update on that. Yeah. We'll see. what I would switch it out for. Something that's not already on my whip go board. So, yeah. And then for my non-stitching whip go board, the two that were drawn, and I didn't have goals on the blog post about the non-stitching whip go, only the stitching whip go. So I'm not going to try to get so much done on each of the ones that have been drawn that I haven't finished yet. But my aunt's shawl was drawn for this month, so I will try to get in a little bit of crochet on this one. And here's what it looks like at this point. I think that's quite pretty, but it's going to be quite long. But my aunt's really tall, so I think it'll be fine. And this is the cake I'm working from, so it's a gradient of different shades of purple. So I would like to at least crochet through the next color change, if not more. The second one that was called is my sister Alex's quilt. So I finally found the pattern book with where it is, the pattern, and this is the design that we are doing, nickel bricks. And this is supposed to be for pre-cut fabrics, so for charm squares is this one. However, we're changing it a bit. We are working from yardage, and we only have six colors with a black fabric. So I will show you guys that. I still have some more fabric that needs to be cut because I ran out of the black. So I will show you guys that first. So this is the black fabric that we chose. It's got a tiny bit of a design. The further back it is, the more it blends in. But so this is the fabric that we got, and the light is really picking up on the gray. It isn't actually that showy. Then these are the colors that we're going with inside of it. So this purple with gold, this kind of like night sky looking blue with some gold stars, the same but with purple, a kind of teal black with gold, same with blue instead of teal, purple, is that, no, it's different than that first purple, and I think this is the one I already showed you guys, but anyway, so we just have a few colors, which was the point. We only wanted to go with a few colors, and part of what you do is you take a strip, and then you take so you got the two black strips, and you sew it on either side of the other strips, and then you'll cut it from there. But so this is what it looks like with that black. Here's the purple one, and we've also got finished a blue one, or the teal one actually. So clearly I have more that needs to be done. Yeah, so that's what that will look like. And then you just, well actually I haven't really read the directions recently from what you do from there, but this is where we're at on Alex's quilt. And she would like me to finish it while my mom is still in the country just so she can bring it to her, but I don't know if that's possible, but we'll just do the best we can. Sorry, I just need to put these away so I don't lose track of them. At some point, I need to make a new quilt for me and my husband because we just have the very first quilt I ever made, and it does, I had a smaller bed. I had a full size and now we have a queen, so it doesn't even fit that well. So I need to make us a new quilt. I like to put everything in these big Ziploc bags because it keeps the whole project together. And then I put the various elements in smaller Ziploc bags so it keeps those separated. But okay, so that finishes up Whip Go. So the final bit is just a little extra preview of the month. So I am participating right now in Choose My Whip from Semi-Sane Stitchers. And so right now, the two that look the most like they're gonna win, and I'm pretty sure actually it's gonna be this one, because this is the one that's in the lead right now, but it is a close margin, is Giant Harry Potter. So I will probably be spending the first week of August working on Giant Harry Potter. I am supposed to be selling this with Wendy and Erin. Erin now has a Flosstube, a Krabby Stitcher, so I will try to remember to link that below. I am behind on her videos already because I didn't realize she was up to video 4, but she's so fun to watch, so definitely go check her out. And then the other one that is close, like last I checked it was 3 votes behind, is these dogs. And if this gets picked, I will try to actually finish this in this first week. So yeah, so those are the only other kind of goals I had to talk about. We are starting the next book in our Stitchy quest, the Fellowship of the Ring. So earlier today, I spent some time making the first stitching and reading challenge. So if you're in that group, here's a small preview. I will probably actually be posting them today because I don't want to be late again on posting. And then with the grandkids coming tomorrow, I don't know how much time I'll have to post. So I'll probably just post it. Oh, there one goes. A project just fell off the table. But so yeah, I will probably be posting that later tonight. But I am really happy, and if possible, I'd like to write out a couple more of the challenges so that I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. Next, I'm in a ornament exchange. And so I have here some ornaments I've picked out, and I'm having trouble picking. So I just thought I'd show them to you guys. This is the one I'm leaning the most towards. Glendon Place. I'll stitch it with the DMC because I don't have the called for fancy threads, but I might just go through my fancy threads and just pick out some, since I don't think the colors are so important, but I really think this is cute. So the person who I got is not religious and requested nothing religious, which I probably wouldn't have done anyway, even if they hadn't specified that, because I just feel like when it's something that's so like open to people, it's better to just go as generic as possible. But anyways, so this one is City Sidewalks, and every time I look at this, I just kind of get the song stuck in my head, but I really like that. But the other ones I am contemplating. I have to find something here to cover the pattern. So this one I think is so cute, and that is flower quilt square. Then we have Primitive Acorns, House of Santas. The person told me they have an eclectic taste, so that left a lot of options. Didn't narrow things down very much. I think this one could be fun and different because it's on black fabric. So that is a possibility. It's called Christmas Commute. For some reason, I thought this person had a cat. But I looked on their Facebook page and I didn't see one. So I was thinking about this, but now that I don't think they have a cat, I probably won't do it. So probably still leaning towards city sidewalks. And then this one is called Looking Out. So it's like looking out of a window. I think that's so cute. So we have to have our design mailed by, oh, this is the other one I was thinking about. It's a little stocking with specialty stitches, and I could put their name there and put a couple treats in the stocking. But I don't know if that counted so much as an ornament, so, but I thought that was fun. Yeah, it has to be mailed by November 1st, and also you can't mail it before October 1st, so you got like a month to mail it. But so I need to get working on that because, as we all know, I get distracted by things and then I don't finish things, and I just don't want to do that when it's something like an ornament exchange. So yeah, I'm really excited about doing this. I've never done an ornament exchange before, and so I'm really quite excited. And that is the update for today. I'm really hoping that this will post without any problems like the last time had problems. So I'm going to edit it. I'm going to clean up this mess. I'm going to edit it, hopefully finish up to the heel on my sock, and yeah, see what I can get done before the end of this month. So until next time, which I hope will be actually only in a week, I will talk to you guys later. Have fun. Stitch lots. Bye.